Alright, welcome to Mini Heroes Digest.
And we're back.
Part 1 of 5.
Yeah, guys, a lot has happened in the Summer Games Fest. Thank you, Jeff Keighley, for offering us all this bit of news, but it's going to be near impossible for it to all happen in one episode. So we're starting things off with a franchise that I'm so happy is coming back. Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. Now, even though there's like a separate Ubisoft event thing, like this is just part of like the part 1 of the Summer Games Fest saga. It's a Metroidvania too.
That's cool.
I'm down for that.
Our kingdom is cursed. The prince has been kidnapped and taken to a forbidden land. All hope rests with us, the Immortals, to rescue him and save the Empire. We weren't prepared for what was coming next. Then again, they weren't prepared for me. In these times of darkness, hope is the only thing that keeps us fighting. I will fulfill my destiny and save the kingdom.
Man. Brings back memories, dude.
Looks pretty cool.
Yeah, man. And considering like there's I think it's definitely like at least 2 of the games, other previous Prince of Persia games, they tease like, oh, an alternate version of yourself, or like an evil split time version of yourself. I'm not sure if there's be any time travel mechanics in this, not like the other ones, but you know, they'll probably excuse to have you find an evil version of yourself.
So this will launch on January 18th of next year.
Awesome.
Was gonna skip Mortal Kombat because we can't.
It's pretty bloody. But I think that one they did confirm a few things. Like obviously the time set line has been reset. Scorpion and Sub-Zero are brothers in that timeline, and also Melina is pretty much like the princess or ruler of Outworld in this new timeline, as well as like pretty much confirming that cameos aren't just going to simply like these are the characters that you're not going to play as, but just in this own thing. But like really it's kind of like having some of the original looks of the characters, like the original Kano, original Sonya Blade, original Jax, and even the original original Sub-Zero as sort of like add-ons to your combos, and sort of like it has like an assist system similar to, I believe, Marvel vs. Capcom 1 had an assist system where like you'd press a button and then a character comes in and helps you out, like making your combos even deal more damage. It's pretty crazy, man. And that means, obviously Trailer gets a little bloody, so this is me trying to summarize the best I can with Mortal Kombat 1. It's crazy that it's coming out this September.
Yeah.
We just heard about this.
September 19th.
Yeah.
So we've got Path of Exile 2.
Yeah.
Where are the gods? Hey you! What's going on?
might be a little unfair to compare it to Diablo or XCOM, but definitely has that very top-down action,
Yeah.
platformer kind of thing. Yeah.
July 28th.
All right.
It's,
Now this one at first confused me, but it got a good smile on me. Just yeah.
Oops.
Okay.
There we go.
I am the Advanced Artificial Intelligence Leviathan.
This is a live service game.
I hope there at least some online play to it because that will at least get you the idea like how an actual game feels.
I
But
mean,
yeah.
it is an online game. It's Exoprimal.
Yeah. But it kind of like everybody watching this the actual live event or actual live stream just kind of like was so confused, being like, "What the frick is going on here?" And I think this is just mainly Nicolas Cage talking about Death by Daylight. There wasn't a whole lot shown. I will say the head that Nicolas Cage's character is supposed to be, like, it looks a little too big for his body. Yeah. And, he's only playing as, like, a survivor, not a killer. And I think overall that's okay, but I was getting really excited about the idea of, like a crazy Nick Cage, like, going loose and like taking his role in a horror movie too seriously. Like that would have been, I think that would have been the biggest appeal if they went with that route. But he's just a survivor, so and he had a good experience with the crew at Dead by Daylight, so
And he'll be joining July 25th of this year.
Alrighty then.
We've got a trailer for The Witcher
Season 3.
Season 3.
Yep. Overall, I did like Season 1, and I thought Season 2 was, I think, better than most people said it was. But I think the appeal of it has kind of died a little.
It'll certainly help in keeping you alive. I won't abandon Serac. Neutrality has consequences too. You're right.
Right. Well, that's deeply worrying.
Everything that's happening. It's all connected. And she's at the center of it. If war is coming, there is no hiding her from it. Are you sure about this?
Are you? History has a way of repeating itself. The dangers we've seen foretell an even more menacing future. For the first time, I understand real fear.
The witches.
Is that so?
cute they look for monsters. And they're like, no, please, don't touch me. And then, wow. Fangs. Just like a boatload of fangs. All up in your business.
I felt the hairstyle they give,
That little side.
yeah. I feel bad for forgetting his name, but he's not only is he a prominent character in the books and in season 1, and also in some of the games, but it's like that hair they gave him in this season. I'm not liking it.
So I don't really care about the Witcher TV show. I was never really interested in it.
Yeah, I'm more in the like. I thought the season 1 was surprisingly really good. Kind of waned in season 2, but I did not think it was as bad as some people said it was. I haven't seen that other prequel series that has got some people screaming it's too woke or it's not woke enough or all kinds of. So like it's just I'm not even gonna bother with it. It's not worth talking about. So.
This is the real.
All
star
right,
of the
Sonic.
show.
Yes. We'd rather move on to this one, please. Yeah. Yes, Jess, we know. Just move on. Now, at first, I was worried this was Sonic the Hedgehog 4, Part 2 or 3, whatever they were doing.
Sonic 4 already exists.
I know, but it's like it did not go over too well. Anyway, the plan for that was supposed to be an episodic thing where they'd have a new part to it every so often, and they gave up real quick. This part won me over. Just, get to play the whole crew. Eh.
Ugh. I hate these special stages.
Yeah, they're not cool, but like I've gotten used to them. They're, well, I hope that's an actual ability you can do. So yeah, like this all looks great to me.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for it.
I believe that character's Fang.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is coming out fall of this year.
All right.
So that's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, I've seen a couple people being like, it's just like old Sonic games. What's the point? And it's like, you know how many times they remade or have redone the Mario games, the original classic ones, so many times? Like, I think a Sonic fan's gonna enjoy some of the classics, with better with more features and better looking.
It's a
graphics.
brand new game though.
Yeah.
Honkai Star Rail.
It's very in the vein of Genshin Impact. What's your overall feeling of Genshin Impact?
It's all right, but overblown.
I have no strong feeling one way or the other. It is so anime. That is not. There's no denying that.
It is so anime.
Yes. Probably 15-year-old me would have loved this.
But
Tournament's starting. Great. Let me get warmed up. Strike first. Need a hand? My pleasure.
I will say the fact that they're all pretty kind of is like, well, then everybody's pretty, then really no one's pretty. You know what I mean?
yeah, I know what you mean.
Never mind. I miscalculated. Can you let me have some fun this time? Time for a buzz.
It's gonna be on mobile as well.
I had a feeling it would. Now, Eliza P. This one, it's been a while since we've heard anything about this one, and it looks really good. You know, definitely feels heavily inspired by Bloodborne, and I'm not complaining.
It's freaking Pinocchio.
Yeah, that's. I don't think they're hiding it anymore. Like this is our weird Pinocchio story set in a Bloodborne like world. Oh shit, Frankenstein's monster.
What's up? Switch. Hey, go here. Pinocchio.
Nice landing, but let's not make it a habit.
There's a demo available
Yeah.
on all major platforms but Nintendo.
Wow.
Which we knew it wasn't going to be on.
Yeah.
Oh, and it launches on September, what is that, 19th?
19th, yeah,
Yeah,
19th.
so,
I don't want Nintendo to rush out a new console, but it's like I think everyone's thinking like the Switch is not compatible with a lot of new games out, and it's starting to get frustrating.
although it's not anything new with Nintendo.
I know that Nintendo, they go by their own pace, and by all means, so many of their games are good, you know, and that don't rely on great, you know, visual effects, or not like super detailed effects, I should say. There's some great visuals and plenty of Nintendo classics. But yeah, man, but it's like, even I gotta say, like, maybe y'all should be looking into at least a console that can handle some of this more modern engines. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, we're going to take a quick little break because my mouse died.
Oh. Anyway,
Entertaining.
okay. All right. I'm debating whether I should give my review of Transformers: Rise of the Beast and Flash. I saw both of them this week, and it's funny that, like, I think the problem was I had so much hope for the Flash. Like, considering how so many people were saying, oh man, it's going to be the greatest superhero movie of all time. I can tell you right now it's not. But I still liked it, you know? And even the Ezra Miller of it all, you know? It's funny that, like, sometimes, it's weird, like, both Ezra Miller's performance and some of the visual effects for this movie are sometimes good, and then sometimes they're not. Though some of the CGI, some of it looks real bad, you know. So I can't really excuse it for that. But I will say, you know, the actress they got for Supergirl, Sasha Calle, is freaking fantastic. And this, you know, with all we get for Michael Keaton's Batman is great. I'm happy to see him again. But it's just like my overall feeling of the Flash movie is that it's good, but not great. And I think that's gonna hurt it in the long run. considering there's already been a few movies about the multiverse and time travel that I think have been done a bit better than this movie.
Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Spider-Verse has done the multiverse the best.
And the funny thing is, like, not to give too much spoilers away, but like the conclusion that a character has, during near the end of Spider-Verse, is almost the opposite of what how they resolve things in frickin' Flash. Again, trying not to give too much away, but pretty much it does revolve around the death of a parent and what the main characters decide to do about that.
So
That is all I'm gonna say with that.
moving on, we've got Sandland.
Yep. Based on a manga by Akira Toriyama.
Here we go.
Pardon me. Yeah, it looks very much like a fun little adventure game.
It's got that classic Dragon Ball show and Dragon
Vi-
Quest.
Very much
Shading,
like
cell
v- very much in, I mean, granted, like that one scientist guy looks almost exactly like Dr. Gero. But it's like Akira Toriyama. I'm sure he it's just easy for him to rely on certain designs and looks. So I'm not complaining.
All right, so now we've got Throne and Liberty, which is an MMO
By Amazon Games.
by Amazon Games.
Yeah.
Our guiding star has shattered.
Turn it on.
Okay.
Scattered across the world. An ancient evil searches for these lost fragments, destroying anything in their path. You must find them. Harness their power
Yeah.
and put down this threat once and for all.
Tears of the Kingdom clone.
I wasn't gonna say that, but
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
I know. But there are some scenes here and there that feel like other fantasy RPGs,
Yeah.
And granted, so many of them do have similar tropes and aesthetics.
And mechanics.
Yeah. Yeah.
So overall, just
Yeah.
feels kind of generic. Some of the designs are cool, but overall,
Yeah.
it's nothing we haven't seen before.
That's the thing. It's I can't even say like, oh man, the designs and everything look incredible. It's good, but nothing crazy or nothing like we've seen a bunch of times before.
Watching all these ads real quick.
Okay.
Oh. All right, so
Yeah.
we've got an Alan Wake trailer 2 trailer.
Yeah. I promise I'll finish the first Alan Wake before the game comes out. Actually, it's October. Oh dear. From what I gather, the first Alan Wake is worth checking out. It's a good little murder mystery.
Sounds like somebody's home.
Dear Fist.
I knew something was gonna burst through it. So far, this is really realistic. She's shooting before asking any questions.
I mean, to be fair,
I know,
the
I was
dude
just
busts
kidding.
through the walls.
He was very clearly trying to kill her.
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
you
this
know.
funny
was-
joke, funny joke.
Funny joke, sad reality.
The text on the heart is clearer now. Legible. I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. Killer left a message.
It's for us.
We were all trapped in a horror story. The horror story wanted us dead. There's something I'm forgetting. Something important. Something's not right.
Yep.
I gotta give Alan Wake 1
A long time coming.
Oh yeah. Just as I said,
I've never played it before, but the second one looks good, so.
I definitely played some of the first game, but I just never got around to finishing it. I feel bad because clearly the team behind this franchise really loves their stuff and are really excited for this new thing.
Next, we've got Warhammer 40,000.
It's a franchise that like people have been trying to get me into, but I never found the time to really get into Warhammer stuff.
We're facing a Tyranid splinter fleet. They engaged us on 2 planets, Avarax and Kadaku. I'll be straight with you, Titus. I have my reservations about your reinstatement. There may be questions. Will be a problem.
misread that as Unleashed PlayStation.
Hmm. From what I gather, like Warhammer was originally like just a fantasy series, and I think Warhammer 40K was meant to be like this is that same fantasy world but set in the future.
Makes
And
sense.
yeah, I mean, it's crazy, but I got the appeal. I like this stuff. Looks pretty cool. Yeah,
And it's co-op.
yeah.
Space Marine.
Mm-hmm.
This winter.
All right.
So, overall, pretty
Looks macho. Looks Bradley.
pretty standard FPS, but yeah. So, yes, Your Grace, Snowfall.
Sorry, I keep trying to find a good sitting position.
You're fine. Let me check something. Cool.
Yep.
I do like the art style of this.
Oh yeah. It's almost like Octopath Traveler.
Yeah.
I know some people are gonna be bothered by there not being much of a face, but like, it still looks good to me.
I don't think it takes away from it.
Yeah.
My potatoes. Like I said, the art style is really the
Yeah.
No.
I don't want to get into it, man. I've been burned out by live action anime before, so I'm not even gonna. No.
So Nintendo Switch and X. Well, go away. Xbox and Steam.
Yeah.
So art style, really cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I adore the handcrafted pixel art. So Toxic Commando.
John Carpenter's. John Toxic Commando.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
John Carpenter's.
Yeah. Also by Saber.
The printer people.
That's right. I just remember from Office.
We gotta be ready. Nobody half-asses it this time.
Oh heck yeah! I feel the macho-ness. The testosterone. Testosterone is flowing through my veins.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I like that part.
It's funny. I don't want to get copyright striked.
Ooh. Sorry for that.
It's fine.
So.
Pew, pew, pew,
yeah.
pew. I'm reloading my gun.
Yeah, I mean, there's at least some cool looking monsters besides zombies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
We're just gonna stop the trailer here though,
Yeah.
because I'm scared to turn the audio back on.
Yeah, I understand. So yeah, John Carpenter, who's had a long career in filmmaking and in making music. You know, the guy who made the Halloween, at least the first Halloween movie, and a bunch of other things. You know, one of my personal favorite movies is The Thing. You know, his version of it, and the 80s.
That's the one that takes place in the Antarctic.
Yes, yes.
Among Us.
A movie that Among Us is inspired by.
No. The movie's inspired by Among Us, Jordan. An Among Us fan went back into the 80s. Told
And
John Carpenter to make the movie. Except the movie's based off of another movie.
Based off a book.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So apparently, like, he's been a big fan of gaming, and also his sons have been as well. So it's glad that he's involved. Like, he wants to get really involved in this particular kind of game. However, it does feel like so many other like zombie games with like the few monsters we see at least give us a variety. And who knows, maybe we might go into this being like, oh man, this is so freaking cool, man,
Generic zombie, and then it's like, oh, this is actually really cool.
Yeah.
Alright. Oopsie, I went too far.
Yeah.
But yeah, it pretty much does look like.
Yeah, and that's just only just a release date. It's only just like
October 20th.
Yeah, they don't go much into. Oh, they did reveal that the Venom we will see in the game is not Eddie Brock.
Oh, that's cool.
Which there's some people gonna be mad about that, but it's like, I just feel like I think you can tell the story of Venom with many different other characters besides Eddie Brock.
Yeah.
So, and considering that like we've not heard anything from Eddie in the last game, in Miles Morales, or it doesn't seem like there's going to be any Eddie Brock in this game, so why would you want to force that character to be in here when he has no connection to Peter or even Miles?
So Miles Morales is a different game, right?
Well, it's connected. I mean,
is it just the first Spider-Man game but with Miles?
There's a whole different story. It's from the point of view of Miles Morales.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It is in a way a sequel to the PS4 Spider-Man game. But it's just like, like...
It's not numbered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's meant to be...
That's what I thought.
It's meant to be a spin-off.
Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis.
Yeah. I believe this is the mobile game.
Is it still muted?
Yeah. Sephiroth has a cell phone.
Why is the audio not playing? Ugh.
Yeah, I know, right, Chibi Art?
Power off. Power on. Bluetooth. Bluetooth connected.
Come on. There we go.
Cool.
I mean, it's a mobile game, so of course it's gonna have the chibi art.
Yeah.
The cinematics look cool.
Yeah. That's the bread and butter of, Square Enix.
Yeah. So a closed beta test from June 8th to June 28th.
All right.
28th is when we close on the house. Banishers. Ghost of New Eden.
I'm having a hard time remembering. Some of these I'm having a hard time remembering.
Life to the living, death to the dead.
We end suffering for those who live. We bring closure to those who don't. I want us back, Red. I want revenge on what killed me. I want to live.
As the man says, we face a choice, simple and awful.
I banish you. Death to the dead.
Do we kill? To be together again?
Or do we part forever?
Come out, wherever you are. Come on, show yourself.
Red.
Every bloody time.
It looks like it'll have some interesting mechanics.
I think with the whole Spears thing, you know, that could help make it a little more interesting. You know me, a big Death's Door fan.
Yeah.
The plot of like, hey, you're an agent going in, trying to make sure souls are put to rest and everything. You know, I won't stop talking about how good that game is, and here's hoping this one's good too.
So here's Like a Dragon, Gaiden.
Yeah.
The man who erased his name. This is the trailer that we can show.
Yeah, because
Next episode, we're not going to watch the trailer.
Okay. Well.
Have you seen the trailer?
Well, I've seen this one.
The other trailer, I mean, it's, you know, safe for work for the most part.
Yeah. I'd say the Yakuza and Like a Dragon franchise is one I'm still fairly new to. I know some things about it, but like, I never got a chance to really sit down and experience any of the games. But from what I gather, these Like a Dragon, like these ones are meant to be like standalone, like out of continuity things, just the same cast of characters but different scenarios.
Gotcha.
From what I gather.
到着まで3分何があったお前らも今回り右すりゃ無事に帰れるさもなきゃこれから起きることは全部お前らの選んだ結果だ
Like, I'm sure Kiryu did not have powers in the main games.
So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
November 9th of this year.
It makes me want to play more of the Yakuza and Like a Dragon games.
Under the Waves.
I won't say it because we'll get more copyright strike.
Good morning, Stanley. It is 7:32 a.m. I hope you have a productive day.
Change username to just Stan.
Adjusting morning wake up. Good morning, just Stan.
Base to Capsule 12. Come in. You there, Stan?
Green across the board. Looks like we're good. Definitely a leak here, Tim.
How long has it been now?
3 years. 2 months and 17 days.
What sort of operation are they running down here?
He should be here. Is someone there?
This doesn't make sense. Is someone else down here? No. Dad! Are you there?
Fortnite. Looking to be a less scary or Subnautica.
I'll play it.
I'm not throwing shades at it. I'm just saying, like, you know, it's feeling more like, you know, more ambiance, more just, you know, mellow. Not trying to go for the scares, you know.
So this is Call of Duty. We know what it looks like, so we're just gonna move on.
Fans of Call of Duty, I'm sure you're happy. You know, it's funny that, like, there are some people that just can't get into fighting games, even when they're really trying to make the combat and move sets simpler to use. I can never get into just the shooters like Call of Duty. You know, I'm considering trying Fortnite because of what you and Xander showed me, but like, it looks more. It has more color and more flair to it than, you know, this typical grounded just boom boom shoot games. You know.
So now we've got what is presumably a farming simulator, Fae Farm.
I'm pretty sure we saw a trailer this back with one of the Nintendo Directs.
Phoenix Labs are building the next
But then again, like, there were so many other farm simulators during that Nintendo Direct, so.
Inspired by classics like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. Previously announced for Nintendo Switch, there's now some exciting news for PC players too. Let's take a look at Fae Farm.
Dear friend, life in Azoria's been treating me well. Days pass so quickly. Before I know it, they turn into seasons. It's been a breath of fresh air. I think we found a way to get cozy and settle in. But there's something more I've been itching to explore. Realms where magic comes to meet us. As long as we're prepared, we can face anything. So, what do you say? There's so much yet to discover. Are you ready?
It does look cute.
I'm not a fan of the art style.
I'm growing onto it, but it does, like, this would have felt perfect for a PS3 or early PS4. Like, I'm not seeing, like, why does it have to be, like, in modern console stuff, you know?
Yeah. Perfect. We're almost done with this episode.
Yeah.
So, Marvel Snap is a card game.
Okay, now I'll go ahead and say right now, they don't show a whole lot of the gameplay. They just have a little bit with...
It's an interview. So.
Interview, and also a little bit with frickin' Sungwon, who... Obviously, he's big into card games and board games, you know. I'm sure y'all have seen a video of his.
You mean ProZD?
ProZD, yes. Real funny guy. He just did a little bit with Marvel Snap of, like, how sometimes you get, like, some bad hands and, like, you know, it just how bad that game can go. And it was a little funny bit, but we don't need to see it. Lisfanga,
the time shift.
I'm guessing that's the name goes. I could be completely wrong, and someone in the comments might mention if it did.
Goddess of Three.
Now, visually,
Receive my
this
light,
is great.
Thunder. Let this power flow through you and fight again alongside your past selves. I'm here again. That's another me.
This, not so sure about.
Don't worry, I begin again, but with another me to fight with.
You're coming with me.
I'm not gonna say it's like a clone of Hades, but it's having that vibe. But I don't know. Some of the main game art is.
You're not the only one.
I don't know. I'm not feeling it. Maybe because the intro, the animation for that looks so.
The animation looks amazing.
Yeah.
The game, it's alright.
Yeah.
Onwards. I can feel that there are more.
Yeah. So.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new action game coming later this year.
Yeah. So I think we're not the only ones saying that the animated like scenes are incredible, but nothing really popping out with the gameplay.
Next, we've got Immortals of Avium.
Yeah, we did see a trailer of this for I think the PlayStation showcase.
Contract literally pushed us to the edge. Everyone that can fight already is. And we're still losing.
Mm-hmm. All right, that looks great.
Does look pretty cool.
Welcome aboard, Immortal. What's our bearing, sir?
North by northeast, 5 knots. We'll catch him, sir.
I think I like the visual of that little floating rock thing.
I know, that looked awful.
They could have just had like a little rock just glowed whenever the guy spoke.
It's like there's too much going on.
Unfortunately, yeah. Like a sort of like a first-person shooter that's you're more like casting spells than shooting a gun. I think the idea-wise is great.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's just there's so much going on.
Yeah, and I think also like the BioShock games, they did that as well. Like you could use a gun, but also you could just like take a vial and like get some powers.
BioShock was a good franchise.
Oh yeah. It's kind of weird they kind of stopped, unless like
they didn't get a great reception for BioShock Infinite.
Huh? I remember it doing well when it came out. I guess there was that whole plot of like your main character's doing some time travel shenanigans and is getting a little too close to their daughter. I'm sure that didn't go over too well at all. Definitely, you can't do that nowadays.
Oh my goodness.
But
I want to be an immortal. I want to fight this war as one of you.
You're what's called a triarch. The Pentasod has gifted you with the ability to manifest all 3 colors of magic.
We're only going to win this one together. Sigil.
So that'll come out on July 20th.
yeah.
Then we've got Fortnite.
All right.
Here we go.
Like, that's probably not a thing anymore. I'm sure kids have been. I'm sure kids have just given up on that.
Now they hit the gritty.
Yeah. Okay, Raptors. Alright, making this cooler now. That character looks so much like Ezra from the Star Wars Rebels show. Have you ever seen Rebels?
No, I have not.
It's the main character Ezra looks almost exactly like that character. Here's your cross promotion. So yeah, this is their way of saying we could have like Transformers skins, but obviously they can't be the giant size you all want them to be. So, all right. I hope they let us ride a raptor. I hope that's a thing you can do in the game.
We'll ask Xander.
Yeah.
And then finally, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. This is the second in the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy.
Okay.
We're still here at the scene of this terrible disaster, caused by a massive tornado which swept through sectors 0, 1, and 2. Amidst the wreckage of the expressway, search
Oh no, is Cena gonna be alright?
already in progress.
She's gonna be alright, don't worry.
Wow. Just look at it all. It's so green. Even after everything we've done to it, it's still going strong.
It may look that way, but in reality, it's barely hanging on.
I was wondering, what's Cloud been doing these past 5 years? Where's he been?
And you're asking me this?
This is gonna sound crazy, but as far as I know, Cloud was never in Nibelheim 5 years ago.
The life stream. It is the very essence of our star. The blood coursing through its planetary veins.
According to Hojo, they're connected to Sephiroth. Shadows of the Man, I believe he called them.
Sephiroth was in Midgard. We fought him. Whatever happened, he's alive.
But why come back now? After 5 years, doing who knows what?
Well now, think we woke it up. Angered it, more like.
Feast your eyes on the Turk's latest and greatest. Elena.
She may be new, but she's still a turtle.
Oh my god. I had a feeling you'd say something.
They say she's a monster, that she can peer inside you, into the very depths of your soul, that she can become those you hate, those you fear, those you love.
Green. Yeah.
You murdered my dad. You burned my village.
You know that I killed her. So, who is she?
Early 2024.
On 2 discs.
Yes. And that is going to do it for this first part.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take a little break, guys, because
hour.
we have been at it.
And all we did was watch trailers.
Oh man, we have such hard jobs, don't we?
Yes. The PC gaming showcase is going to be even longer, I think.
I think this is the one I don't remember if this is the one I missed or because like there's one of these I did not get a chance to see because the other things have been going crazy at home. So I'll have some new experiences coming up really soon.
So until part 2, which is going to be next.
Mm-hmm.
See ya. Stay
Robot
cool.
Masters.